Peace FM 104.3.
Sir Mikutunika Krebia. Also, you're celebrating the fact that you have received a certificate that clearly declares you a bankrupt country. Who celebrates a bankrupt certificate? Who celebrates the fact that is now clear and crystallized that you're a man of straw and cannot pay your debt?
But everybody has known that.
And what you say, you entered into an agreement with people, took their money, and had the trust that your government will fulfill that. You went back to them and said, I was deceiving you. There's no way I can pay you. And you are comparing that to a government that had kept our sovereignty intact. Anyway, he was doing a comparison. How about that?
Which season are we in now? Which season?
Well, silly season.
Good. And that aside, news to us, we knew we couldn't pay. That's why, in the first place, we decided to go to the IMF for bailout. Then him say, and he's saying that it's not news. But you see, the most important thing is between default, say, won't mean any having some gentlemanly understanding between your creditors and who would look, let the next rating come. Who say Ghana would inch some knots up, because now investors know, say, okay, and yes, say Ghana is a country that would default when you invest. Nemum asem naba, but Ghana was still able to come up with some arrangement to pay omo creditors. For me, let's look at it from the point of view of what are the implications. Is it going to negatively affect Ghana's standing in the Committee of Economic Nations? And now say this is a boost, because between say ube default, say any you've made arrangements, even though investors would take a hit. Between the two, which one would investors go for? Which one would the economic environment welcome? And yes, say, oh, you deceived investors. Nobody goes into the markets with deception in mind. But you have to come up with an idea and with some arrangement. Say investors be who say, and bibi na aba. Now so you are still determined to pay, because in the future we will not be worthy, will not be credit worthy to go access any capital in the markets. Until this idea, you took people's money, you deceived them. Who deceives who? Chairman, I'm not sure even the Minister of Finance, highly incompetent as he was, I'm not sure that was his mind.
Onyindi said he was competent.
Oh, Chairman, not competent.
Anyway,
Chairman, who finance minister is paying? And that's why do you think we're calling for his head? Or at least I was calling for his head. Because, Chairman, competence is not measured in words. Outcomes measure who is competent. Antabai, in the short period he's in office, Chairman, he's achieved some things. Outcomes are there to show. At the negotiation and paying who's we successfully he's been able to conclude, and some releases are coming to contractors, to Chairman.
But and now incompetent minister and starting negotiations way. And
it is an incompetence that prevented him from completing the negotiations. How long did he start?
Well,
but media, however we got here, the refreshing news for me and it's Chairman Zizi, finally we are able to get this. Some fiscal space will come. Abain can wiggle his way through things, kakra, and the pressure on debt service in also a and we can begin to build our credit up again in the eyes of investors and the capital markets. For me, that is very crucial. As for politics, the amount for the politics, Enubini near Yesi Ghana is bankruptcy. When they say country is bankrupt, Chairman, I'm not sure Ghana qualifies as an example. Minjindi. Even though, like I said, the fact that we are in crisis doesn't necessarily mean that you are bankrupt. I don't think so.
Kwame Ofori-Atta was a bonds salesman, not necessarily a finance minister.
I totally agree.
Peace FM 104.3.